Several new laws across the Commonwealth go into effect today. Here's some of the bigger changes that you need to know. Developing tonight, a Catholic priest who served at a church in Virginia Beach is under investigation, facing allegations of child sexual abuse. Several Newport News City Council members had to pay back the city for inappropriately using city credit cards. We're talking meals, air travel, a hotel reservation, and other things unrelated to city council duties. Tonight, the search is on for a missing teen in Newport News. 16-year-old Carol Arnold hasn't been seen in almost a week. More than $250,000 will target racial health disparities on the peninsula. U.S. Senator Mark Warner joined the Greater Peninsula Cares Foundation for the announcement today in Newport News. Breaking this morning, a man is dead and another is seriously injured after a shooting outside a 7-Eleven convenience store in Hampton. Only 13 hospitals in Virginia are found to be fully complying with hospital price transparency. The numbers come from a new report with a patient rights advocate. Police and city leaders say they're using every resource they have to try to stop this rising gun violence. People in the community, meanwhile, say they're getting fed up with all of the crime. Take a look at this pile of debris next to me. This is just how destructive this storm was. This is part of a roof. You see this pink here. That's insulation. This is wood siding. This is parts of a fence. This all came from this home behind me. You can see that blue tarp. The tornado tore the roof off of the master bedroom and bathroom. I spoke with the homeowners who told me they've been here since the 1990s and have never experienced anything like this before. This is where it happened, Dan. So the suspects broke through this boarded up window right here behind me. They crawled inside, immediately began smashing these glass display cases, stealing these high-end sunglasses. The entire thing caught on the store's surveillance cameras. Here at this shopping plaza, for lease signs and empty stores are not uncommon. This is the Kemps River Crossing Shopping Center. You can see there's not much going on right now, but developers plan to transform this community. They're going to demolish some of these older buildings to make way for new apartments. The shooting happened around 2:30 in the morning here at this 7-Eleven gas station on West Mercury Boulevard. You can see crime scene tape still blocks the entrances, as well as that section in the middle. That's where police say a large group gathered before someone shot 2 men. Norfolk Police Department officers have blocked off a large portion of this Walmart parking lot. You can see a police officer there picking up several evidence markers off the parking lot. And this is just one section. Take a look behind me. There's more evidence markers. This is another part of the parking lot just over my shoulder here. They have more crime scene tape. The shooting happened here at a home at Carriage House Apartments. Virginia Beach police have been on scene all night. Take a look. You can see a lot of crime scene tape. Forensics officers taking pictures. 68-year-old Yanni Nicopoulos and 65-year-old Dale Evelyn Jones tied the knot just a few months ago. Their love for each other is only matched by their love of the sea.
And the ocean is in my soul. It's in my blood.
Jones has always lived close to the ocean, while Nicopoulos said he was born on a sailboat. So it made sense that 3 weeks ago, the couple would set sail across the Atlantic on a trip to Europe. On June 8th, the couple left Hampton for Portugal from Old Point Comfort Marina. They packed 6 months worth of food and brought their 15-year-old Yorkshire Terrier Buddy along for the ride.
And the first storm started, and then the second storm started, and then a little bit of quiet. And, we went through 6 storms. 2 of them were lightning storms.
The couple says they ran into trouble. Lightning struck their boat.
All of a sudden, it was like, bam! And it threw my hands off the wheel, and all the lights went out. And I said, Yanni, I think I need you.
Their boat's electrical system went out. Their navigation and communication systems crashed. The food in the boat's freezer was at imminent risk of going bad, and the strong winds shredded their sail.
Eventually, it was claimed by the ocean. The sail was gone.
With no sail and no electricity, the couple only had one option. They turned around. Meanwhile, back on shore, after not hearing from them for a few days, their family called the Coast Guard on June 17th, reporting them missing at sea.
Were you at all aware that the Coast Guard was looking for you, that you guys were in national headlines, like missing couple at sea? Did you guys have any idea?
Not a clue, no.
But the couple didn't need rescue. They rigged a sail that worked well enough to carry them all the way home.
I left here as a cruise ship passenger, and I came back a sailor.
Dana Smith, 13 News Now. The pain of losing a loved one never really goes away.
Help us, Lord. Help us, Lord. We need you right now, God, please.
Family members of 35-year-old Kelvin Majette say they're barely hanging on.
I have so many questions, but I can't ask them right now because I have to bury my brother. I have to be there for my nieces and nephew.
At the corner of Victory Boulevard and California Avenue, debris is still scattered across the lawn. The front porch of this home is destroyed. On Saturday, police were pursuing Sierra Elliott. She didn't pull over when officers tried to stop her. She sped through an intersection and crashed her Jeep into the Chrysler Majette and his wife Tamika were in. The cars slammed into this house. Majette died on impact.
For me being here right now, my heart is pounding to know that my brother took his last breath here. So it's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
Tiffany Hyman is Majette's older sister. He also leaves behind 2 brothers, his parents, 3 children, and his wife.
She's in a hospital and she's still fighting for her life.
Hyman said Majette was well loved by everyone. He was dedicated to his family and had a goal of becoming a homeowner.
She don't know what she did. She don't know.
Police charged Sierra Elliott with manslaughter. Majette's family set up a GoFundMe to help cover funeral costs and medical expenses. Dana Smith, 13 News Now.
That teacher could have lost her life. That student, that child, he could have lost his life. How did this child even know how to use a gun at 6 years old?
A classroom shooting is sending shockwaves across the community. Newport News police officers took a 6-year-old boy into custody after he shot his 30-year-old first-grade teacher at Rich Neck Elementary School. Police say the child critically injured her.
Yesterday we went to the hospital. Her aunt's teachers, her mom a teacher, her was 4 sisters, all of them teachers. So just to see that this happened to that family is just, it's heartbreaking.
Newport News City Council member and former school board member John Ely said although he doesn't know the teacher personally, he and other school leaders visited the family at the hospital Friday. He said everyone was praying for her to pull through.
They said she had a spirit of gold. She was amazing. She was a great teacher, and she loved her students.
While she may be lying there hurting, I'm pretty sure and pretty confident she's trying to understand exactly how this happened and what she could have done differently. And I don't want the educator to beat herself up about what she could have done. Educators are doing all they can do each and every day.
Virginia Education Association President Dr. James Fetterman said he's speechless and disheartened by the shooting. He called on elected leaders to listen to the concerns of educators and do more to stop violence in communities and schools.
While we cannot change what happened in the past, what we can do is take an opportunity to ask ourselves, did this student show us any warning signs?
Meanwhile, police are still investigating how the child got the weapon.
The question is, what can parents do? When I was growing up, my mom went through my book bag, she checked my room, she did everything. She was a parent.
Dana Smith, 13 News Now.
Soften your hands, breath, and light. Diversity in dance is important because our society is diverse.
Lydia Roberts-Coco has danced and choreographed ballet for years in a space where ballerinas of color don't always get the spotlight.
I feel like in the dance world, a lot of us, people of color, aren't seen as much.
As the company's artistic director, Roberts-Coco brought the story of the Central Park Five to the stage in a production called Beauty and Truth. In 1989, a group of teens was coerced into wrongfully confessing to the brutal rape of a jogger. It's an emotional story about injustice that hits close to home.
The day after that weekend of that wonderful performance, one of our male guest artists was racially profiled. And I spoke to him and I was like, I'm so sorry this happened to you. And his response was, it's okay, Miss Lydia, I'm used to it. And that broke my heart because no one should be used to that.
Roberts Coco said giving everyone a chance on stage and giving every story a chance to be told can inspire others.
My mother, she wanted to be a dancer, but she didn't think that she could. She didn't think as an African-American woman that she could do ballet or jazz and be seen and be taken seriously.
Montez Pirtle said diversity in dance hits close to home, but he is proof things are changing and barriers are coming down.
Up and down. Dance is just a reflection of life, and life is about everyone, not just a certain color.
Because through art, we all share a common language. Dana Smith, 13 News Net.